Hi everyone. I hope you're all well on this very wintry day here in Cape Town anyway. It's a good day to be working from home. We've heard a few cases of staff and family who've tested positive for COVID-19 and we wish them a quick recovery. I read some good news recently that the delay in infections, thanks to global lockdowns, has allowed doctors and scientists to find better ways to manage infected patients. And hence the recovery rate should keep increasing. So that's positive news. That doesn't mean we mustn't remain careful and try and avoid being infected and being part of spreading the virus. I've been popping into the Travelsort offices a few days a week. I find it a nice change from operating from home, and the office is fully prepared with regards to COVID protocols. It's always great to see people in person, and I would encourage you guys to start considering the odd meeting in the office as and when it suits, taking all the health conditions and recommended protocols in mind. We're not prescribing anything in this regard yet, as we see the country now closing in on a peak infections rate. At this stage, we encourage all to assess your own risks and to manage accordingly. If you're keen to spend a bit of time in an office, please liaise with Minnow and she can assist in managing that for and with you. So we are now a company that's got close to half the number of staff we had 2 weeks ago. That is sad, as I said over that whole time. But it's also now a chance for us to reset the business. I've received a lot of messages from staff that were part of the retrenchment process and all have been positive. They recognize that we did our best for them and for the business. I certainly sleep a bit better knowing that we've done good by all staff and wish them all well in their next career move. The more we grow the business, the more scope there is to bring some staff back. While I do need to stress that the future will be one of being a much more automated company. As I said in one of my first video clips at the start of lockdown. If we aren't, then we won't survive. If we are, we will flourish. If we are not at least 50% more automated moving forward than we were on the 27th of March, then we have failed in this time and will struggle to catch up to where we need to be. So I certainly hope that all the remaining staff fully embrace that. Automation will prevent errors and fraud that have ended up wasting so much time and hence cost to date. We'll continue to recognize staff that promote automation, a continual improvement mindset, and who act accordingly, assisting the business in meeting objectives and managing input costs against revenues. We should be able to do much more business with current staff levels and then ramp up staffing when the growth in business starts hitting the numbers we are targeting. We should be making much more money per booking versus the cost of doing the booking, from the customer interaction at booking time to the receipt of money and providing of the valuable business intelligence reports that add real value to customers as and where applicable. We measure our success through 3 key numbers. One is the growth in revenue, obviously, so the more we grow our revenues, the better we're doing. Linked to that, though, is the EBITDA margin. Essentially, this is the profitability generated from revenues, not turnover. Turnover may feed the revenue number, but it's the revenue that pays the bill. So we need to continually focus on growth in existing and new revenue channels. And Travelsort are very good at this, and we're going to learn from them and use their technology to enhance that. The third key measurable for us is cash in the bank. And this comes from better management of customers and reduction in the need for debtors accounts through better selling of alternatives. There are many out there, and it's up to us to sell them better so we can manage our cash. For now, we continue to manage costs down to just about 0 so we can survive this tough time. So far, so good, but we've still got a way to go. On the 29th of July, we will hold a town hall. This works well at Travelsort, and we will do the same on our side. Travelsort held theirs last week. The aim of the town hall is to have one live session where we will explain the structures in the business post-COVID, how we fit into Travelsort, and each Exco member will have a chance to give a brief overview of who is in their team, their key focus areas, and what we can expect from them in the next few weeks and months. There will also be the opportunity for you to post questions to the Exco team in front of all. In each of corporate, flight side, and franchise, we have some exciting projects on the go. I won't steal these Exco members' thunder by updating you on these now. They can do so at the town hall. Minnow is setting that up, so please look out for the invite. We've been working hard and closely with the Travelstart guys to find the best structures for the combined group, and I'm certainly excited about the future with them. We are part of a group that is exciting, shares our values, and has some big plans in South Africa and Africa. Check out the Travelstart video link that will be shared. A nice vision to be part of, and one shared by Exco for sure. I sit on the Travelstart management team and can tell you that there are some really exciting conversations happening there around some big projects coming up for the group. As these materialize, you will be updated. With regards to short time and tours ended in June, as I said last time, and we are pushing to get these paid soon. It remains a frustrating process, but know that our HR team are working flat out to get these paid by the UIF department. Short time, unfortunately, will continue until the business volumes justify a more full-time return to work. Some light at the end of the tunnel is that we are seeing bookings pick up slowly and the world is starting to open up. It seems that progress is being made on a potential vaccine, and that will open things up a lot more, so we look forward to that happening soon. The problem in South Africa, though, is that our infections are only peaking now and likely to get worse over the next 2 months. That means international travel will probably not happen in the next 2 to 3 months, as other countries will be reluctant to open up too quickly to a country that is showing growing infection rates. Airlines and the tourism industry are showcasing the precautions that they've taken to protect against spreading infections, but understandably, countries will be cautious in opening up. In that time, domestic travel will be the focus when government allows. ASATA and the TBCSA continue to fight hard to have domestic travel opened up, as government decisions in that regard defy logic. They allow hundreds of people into shopping centres and to walk in groups on pavements, etc., but will not allow people to spend a leisure night away from home in their own province in a more open and safe environment, where establishments have taken full precautions to protect against infection. The damage to the tourism industry and economy to 2022 is projected to be greater than 400 billion rand, and 438,000 jobs will be lost. As we stand, more than 50% of staff that were in our industry pre-COVID are no longer employed. That's scary stuff. Government can no longer delay making the strong decisions required to turn the economy around, and I certainly hope they start showing that they have the balls to make the hard decisions that are required. I end off this update with some sad but not unexpected news. After 21 years with the company, Charmaine van Niekerk will be retiring at the end of the month to pursue her real passion, which is singing in a rock band. I'm sure that she will share the YouTube links with you once done. She was due to retire in August, but we have agreed, given the state of the industry and us all being on short time, and that her work is really done with regards to the retrenchments, the restructuring, making sure the business is well positioned forward, so we agreed that July was a good time to go. She's been an absolute rock and pillar of Club Travel and is probably the person I respect the most in my entire business career. She's been an integral part of any decisions made in the business, was a key driver of the DNA that we live by and certainly practices better than anyone. We won't let her leave us alone forever and look forward to doing odd projects together, but for now we wish her well and will always be grateful to her for her contribution in making Club the business and culture it is today. We will be arranging a farewell bash at some point when COVID allows, but for now I wish her well through this means. So until the town hall, stay warm, look after yourselves, best wishes to you and your families, and we'll catch up soon.